Hello, this is a demo of the AI Author Studio system, also known as AAS. And there are two modes in this system, the beginner mode and the advanced mode. We're going to go through both so you can see what's on the pages for each one. First, we're on the dashboard page, which is where you can check your system status. And also, it shows you information like what plan level you are, because there's free, pro, and studio levels for the plans, which all have different levels of features. And one of the things you can do at the studio level is choose alternative languages. And you can see the different languages that are available. If you want to look at the system in an entirely different language, you can do that. Next, we move to the projects page. And the projects page, it tells you recommended next steps and gives you a couple of AI helps, like help you start a book, which if you click that, it has a pop-up window and it goes to an AI system and starts generating the answer. And so this case, it says to start a new book, there's several simple steps, and it shows you the steps. You can save those. It also has import books and new projects, as well as saved projects and archive projects. Next, you can go to outlines, and on outlines, you have the same recommended steps, different AI helps you can get. We're going to have a whole demo on AI, so I'll go into that in more detail later. And it shows you the outline for the book you're working on. In this case, it's an imported book. You can also go to different chapters and you can move things around. So say I want to move a chapter down here, I can move it around. And there's ways to build the outline using the AI tools also. I'll show that in the AI demo. Then you get to the right page. On the right page, you have more AI tools. This is where the main editor is, which can also be full screen for working on and editing the different chapters. And you can have notes for them. And that's one thing. And then the publish page. On the publish page are the different things you can do to publish your book, like the metadata and the exports. Again, this is just in the basic mode, the beginner's mode. There's a lot more features in the advanced mode. Then we have the help page, and on the help page, you have several sub-tabs for the helps on the different pages. Well, I forgot to mention at the bottom of both the dashboard page and the help page is customer service, where you can click open support ticket and it goes to the support system where you can generate a ticket and then exchange and get updates by email. Okay, now let's go back to the dashboard page. And now we'll switch to advanced mode. In advanced mode, you're going to have a lot more features and a lot more pages. But I wanted to provide a mode that people can start with that's very easy and very straightforward, and they can have all the detail and all the additional capabilities in advanced mode. So we have the dashboard, we have projects. There's a lot more features in projects. For instance, the Leonardo Series Assistant, and I'll show that later in the AI demo. You have project files and attachments. You have other things you can do. And you can also have the same things, import and new projects. On the outlines page, we have a whole section, project outline templates, where you can generate different outlines to go on the outlines page. In the right page, again, we have the main editor. You also have snapshots. You can have multiple snapshots of each chapter and then restore them. So you can have different versions of different chapters and bring them back as needed to compose the right book with the right versions of chapters. Also forgot to mention in projects, you can also have project files and attachments, different attachments of information you want to include with your book. Now let's go to the organized page, which was hidden before. On the organized page, you have things you can do with the structure changing, but you also have a list of the chapters here. You can rename them, you can delete them, and you can add different components. If I want to add a component like the copyright page, I just drag it right over here. and it'll put the component into the listing. And it's very helpful. And say I want to move that up a little, I can do that too. You can also, as part of the component library, you can also create your own custom components here at the bottom. Name it, a description, and what it does. And then there's a way to edit your components and add content to them. Then you have the publish page, and in the advanced mode, there's a lot more things you can do. Publish readiness checklist, different page numbering, publish metadata. You can expand that to all the different metadata fields that you want to keep about a book. Formatting and layout, and then we have the exports with included sections. After all this, here's another page that's been hidden in the beginner mode. You can have the collaborate page. On the collaborate page, it lets you share books with different people or receive shares from them. And there can be all sorts of discussion threads about that. So let me collapse this all, and you can see some of the different sections. So say I've got incoming invitations shared with me. Here's a couple of books that have been shared with me, and I can make comments on them, or I can share with somebody else. I use their email to connect with them, give them a role, viewer, or commenter, put some notes in, and then send it. And here are some of the shares I've made. Like I shared the Tom Sawyer book with somebody to get their comments. And you can see down here, there's a comment that was generated. So it's a very straightforward way to communicate with people and invite them to look at what you've got, and you can look what they've got. So use it with an editor, or if you're on a writing team, work with other writers. It's a basic capability that's very important in this day and age. And then we have the full help, and help is a very help for everything on the system in the advanced mode, including the editor tools and AI functions. So very briefly, I'll show those to you. If I go to the right page, we also have the Leonardo pop-up, which has page actions, build and improve, and create your own templates. And then we've also got editor tools for version comparisons, lint, and diagnostics. So you see there's a lot of features here, especially in advanced mode, which are not in the beginner mode. And we'll go into these more in the AI demo. That's the main overview for now. Thanks for listening.